Hi, everybody. Happy almost holidays. I want to blow your mind today. I want to show you a different approach to the nonprofit model. I'm going to start by just letting you know I am talking mostly to the smaller nonprofits. You probably have 10 to 20 board members, one, maybe a half of one more, but less than three employees for sure, and probably an operating budget under $300,000. And if you feel like your organization is stagnant, just not making the progress you'd like it to see, I'm going to show you what I see as the model that most of you are operating under right now. So forgive the lack of artistic ability. I'm one of those people who cannot draw a straight line with a ruler, so bear with me here. So this is what I see a lot of you doing. So this is your model, and you have, we're going to go with 10 to 20 board members. Could be less, could be more. Those are your board members at the top. And this is your executive director at the bottom, your one employee. Because I know a lot of you just have the executive director. You might have a little bit more. There could be more. But what you have here in this model is you've got these board members who show up for meetings. Hopefully they show up for meetings, maybe once a month, and they come with great ideas. They make new decisions. They have new ideas that they're banting about. They're talking about projects that are done, half done, need to get done, want to be done. And what they're doing is they are giving direction to the executive director. By the time they leave their board meeting, this poor person, and we feel sorry for them. I used to be them. I understand. This person now has a huge to-do list on top of the to-do list from last month of things that didn't possibly get all the way done and all the things that they have to do as a regular part of their job. So every month it gets a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. One of two things is going to happen under this model. This person is going to decide, y'all are too much. And they're just kind of sit down. They're going to keep their job, but they're not going to do a lot because why? Next month is just a whole new batch of to-dos, right? Or they're the doer. They're the one who are going to keep all the balls in the air. They're going to wear all the hats. They're going to do all the things. And they're going to be tired. So what happens in this model? You wind up looking for a new executive director every 1 to 3 years. It's just not an attainable model. So now be prepared. Going to blow your mind. This is the new model. This is where your ed goes. Executive director on top. Because this is the person that's there every day. Because this is the person that is one person. And they may have staff. There may be a few. I'm going to start using some colors in here because, well, why not? So there may be a few staff members in here for this executive director to delegate things to. Now, we're going to look a little patriotic because my only markers are red and blue, other than the black. Here, you've got your board members. And so what happens in this model is your executive director has a staff, maybe small, but that's okay. It's still staff. And they've got the board. In this model, oh, I'm wiping it all away. The executive director is informing the board about what has been happening in the last month since they have been at a meeting or involved in some of the things hands-on. And they're letting them know what resources they need in order to carry out all of the programs and administrative work that this organization needs to do. They are also helping, sorry, I should have been noting this. This is staff. This is where your board members are. And these are the committees. So now in this model, and I hope you can see, I made this a little bit closer if you can read it. You've got your executive director who directs your staff. They also inform the board about what else is needed, what other resources we need for this organization to carry out all of its programs and be successful. And the executive director helps the board and the staff form committees who are going to carry out all of the workload. So now these people will be populating those committees and bringing other community members in, and the executive director will be ensuring that they get the work done. Then you have down here, these are your prospective board members, incoming board members, because they're going to start lining up. When you have a good model that works and is top down in this direction instead of top down, wide to narrow, in this model, you get stuff done. Your community starts to see progress being made. It isn't one person spinning their wheels constantly. It's a team of people with a hierarchy. And the executive director is at the top. You know why? Because that's your CEO, that's your COO, your chief executive officer, chief operating officer, whatever you want to call them. But put that in your mind. This is the person who needs to make sure everything gets done, not the person who needs to get everything done. So this person is, and I wish I had a yellow marker, but I don't. This is your bright, shiny star up here. This is the person you need to hire who's a manager, who knows how to put teams together, who knows how to delegate, who isn't going to pigeonhole themselves down here and work in the trenches. They're going to lead from the top. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are just days away from Thanksgiving now as I'm recording this video, but I'm already a little holiday minded. So you can see here, I built a Christmas tree. I want to help you make your nonprofit a Christmas tree model, because this is something that works. This is something that doesn't work. This gets tired. You may get stuff done, but it's not going to be a ton and you're not going to make a lot of progress. This is how we make progress in our community. This is how we show impact that we have in our community. This is how we get people excited and wanting to come on board to help us out. And this is how we make sure that the organization has all of the resources that it needs. So I'm going to stand on this side because I want you to focus on the Christmas tree. If you need help putting your Christmas tree together this year for the holiday season, or even next year after you've seen this video or that it's old, please reach out to me. I would love to help you create that model that flips what you've been used to doing and get you going in the right direction. My contact information is in the YouTube channel bio section. And also there's more information that you can find on jenniferegoldman.com. Thanks so much. Happy holidays.